Your body's on point. You are leveling up and you are transforming your life, and you want to take it a step further to work on your mindset and your energy. And you probably already have, but let's take it a step further. Let's see if your perspective is in a higher perspective. And if it's in a low one, that's okay, you can shift. But let's level you up even more. Let's transform even more. So you've done a really great job on your body, and you're ready to show up and face your inner world. You're ready to show up and learn how to regulate your vibration and make sure it's high vibes. Because that's not about the physical. We want to make sure our inner world matches our physical. We don't want the physical to run our life and then our inner world's all chaotic. We want to be able to address our emotions and really dive into emotional intelligence, because your emotions are your vibrations, your vibes. So a lot of men especially have problems, and it's confusing to understand their emotions, and maybe women do too that are more masculine, because more women are in their emotions and guys are not. Okay, they're more dealing with their pride. So they kind of shove down the emotions, push them away. So when you go to the gym, you don't want to push, ignore those feelings, ignore the thoughts and the feelings that need to shift, the actions. We need to address them as they come up. Don't be scared, and make sure they're transmuted, dissolved, and you're just focused in the present moment, and you're flowing, and you feel light, you feel at peace. And when you feel off in your inner world and something chaotic is going on, you know what to do. You just go to the gym. You know how to transmute it by your energy, by doing the physical, but you also are addressing the shift in perspective, the shift in the energy, because energy is the way that you think and feel. So if you're going to the gym and you're working on your body and it's all good, but you get triggered by your past, by women or men, whatever you're, going for, you get triggered by people coming into your life that aren't the right people. You get triggered by obstacles or really hard situations, and you just ignore those emotions and you're not addressing them, and you're just kind of pushing it down. We want to make sure that we're addressing everything and making sure our energy's on point and balanced, which means you feel light. So you're going to learn how to, every day you're going to wake up, and even when you go to the gym, you're going to say, okay, do I feel light or heavy? Is there fear going on in my mind? Doubt? Do I push it away, or am I addressing it? Am I dissolving it by shifting my perspective when I'm in the gym? So when you're in the gym doing your cardio, your weights, and you have doubt come up about the steps you're taking, about the steps you need to take, fear, and you push it away and you don't take the action that you're needing, but you're just working on your body and going to work. Well, how about let's address the doubt and the fear and dissolve it. Think bigger. And then you're building that real strength and confidence within as you do this. So it's like a huge effect. So, say you're like, okay, I want to really let go of my past. I really want to focus on beautiful people coming in my life, beautiful energy, but I'm always focused on all the bad stuff that's happening, all the bad stuff, that keeps happening, or, that keeps coming into my life, or the fear of what would happen if I took those steps. Well, let's address those thoughts and those feelings. Well, what does your heart say? when you make that connection clear, so you're already in a great spot. You're making that connection clear because your body's on point, right? So now you need to open up that mind, okay? Open up your mind to connect to your true self. Listen. So when you're doing cardio, you can, when you lift weights, even when you're meditating, learn how to meditate. You can just sit there and relax. You can meditate in the shower, driving, eyes open. But it's just relaxing your body so you can hear that voice and actually know you're not crazy and listen. Actually address your higher power, your soul, and align that connection with your body now, with the life, with your earth life. So when you have those fears about the steps you're taking, because some of you guys could have a business going on, your body's on point, but you got to keep taking steps, right? Well, you got to address that fear and that doubt. Don't push it away. Or even if you want to leave your job and go for your dream, okay, every day you're going to work on it because it takes steps. You're going to say, okay, what do I need to do today to go for my dream life? To go for the steps I need to be taken. For my work, for my relationships, for my inner world, to make sure I'm on point, to make sure I'm showing up light, not heavy that day, not in fear, not anxious because of my past, because I know how to regulate that now. So I'm not scared about my past experiences and failures, and I'm going to let my belief systems go about the way that, you have to work a 9-to-5 job. You have to do this to be able to keep your kid because it's financially secure. I gotta play survival of the fittest because I don't understand how to flow and manifest and stay in abundant energy. My mindset's in lack. So you're addressing your lack, your limited viewpoints, and you're not pushing them away. You are, when you have fear about something that you need to do, you need to take that step and listen to your heart. Listen to that next step on your business, next step on leaving your job. You're building faith to know that the universe and your higher soul is going to work with you. You're building inner strength. You're building that, trust with your higher self in the universe, taking those steps. It's scary. People that are courageous and brave, they didn't just start out they didn't just come that way. It actually comes from experience. That's the real people who are brave. It's the people that were built. It's the people that have that experience and the wisdom from their life. So everybody's built different because they have different experiences, different perspectives to bring to the table. So bring your perspective to the table. Go further when you know you should. If you're always, in the matrix thinking and the matrix viewpoint, think bigger, think better, lighter, make your life lighter. If it's heavy, make it lighter. If you want to leave your job and you're ready to go into the next journey of your life and you need to be doing it, but it's really scary to listen, do it. Take little bitty steps though. Talk yourself into it. Might take you 30 days, might take you 8 months, might take you a year. Even if, you're at a point where you're drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes and you're like, yeah, one day I want to stop doing that. I want to be able to eat healthy, not drink, and keep a healthy body. And you can view that, but it might take you a year to get there. That's okay. I want to get to that point of unconditional love and show up in a light manner. In a way that I'm listening to my dreams, to my heart, to what I want in life with my dream work life and my dream relationship. And I have that confidence to go for it, the real confidence. And I'm ready because I've been working on the inner world. I don't need someone to make me feel full. So are you wanting a relationship to make you feel full? Or do you feel lack? Are you just wanting her to fill you up, to fill that lack, that void? Or did you already do it by yourself? So let's take it a step further, okay? A lot of people are out there wanting relationships, their body's ready, and they think that they're ready. Is your inner world ready? Do you bring your past into it? Do you view her from your past? Do you put fear onto her because you haven't addressed it and transmuted it? A higher level woman can feel all that. They won't be aligned with that. If you're wanting her to fulfill a void, a higher level woman, that feels heavy. Man, vice versa, whatever you are, whatever you're looking for, whatever you're aligned for. I mean, we're not looking, chasing, wanting. Because if you think about it, just sit there and think about it for a second. It feels heavy, anxious, right? And you're like, well, why do I feel anxiety? Because your mindsets, your thinking is in a lower perspective. Just shift it. No judgment. Especially not from me or anybody that's trying to give you guidance. Sometimes it's easy to judge, but we got to lift that perspective, even for ourselves, to judge ourselves and say, hey, it's all right that I was lacking. It's okay I was in a lower perspective. It's all right. I'm human. I ain't perfect. I'm ready to show up and address that. All right, I'm going to laugh at myself. Hey, I'm going to show up in my higher perspective and say, man, that wanting energy, that, always looking on the outside for everything, and I'm always focused on the outside, gives me anxiety. So that's just a sign you don't have anxiety. Your body's just telling you to focus in the present moment and release the past. Meaning, sometimes you think you've let go of your past, but do you wish your past peace and love and happiness and compassion on their lessons? Everybody needs lessons in karma. That's okay. Karma's good if they address it. Karma's bad if you just get stuck in it. That's what we're getting out of. You're getting out of your karmic cycles, which just means you're learning lessons, addressing them, applying them. That's when you level up. You feel so much relief and lighter when you take accountability and laugh at yourself. You don't have to take it so serious if you show up in a way that you need to level up from. That's all right. I do that all the time. Last year, I showed up one way and I'm like, man, I just want to show up better this year. It's so exciting to wake up every day and want to grow and learn and be light and, laugh and enjoy your life. Enjoy that body, because you can't enjoy the body if you feel heavy and anxious and fearful or always wanting. You're always chasing something. You're always overgiving and wanting to overdo on your work. Even if you're not in the matrix and, you're really in the community and you're serving the community, you don't want to overgive. So there's different lessons when you get to each position of your journey, of the feelings, the vibrations that you want to transmute, even when you're in the gym. I transmute all the time. If I'm feeling heavy, especially doubtful or fear that morning, I'll go immediately to the gym because I know I'm out of balance. I know if I get my body moving, it helps get my energy on point. Then I connect to my higher self. It tells me what I've been doing, how I need to shift. I say, hey, I've been showing up in doubt mode. Why? Well, I'm out of balance. I don't really feel good because I've just been heavy. I just need to go to the gym. Just been sitting around or in the house or overworking. Just need to take care of my body. So when you feel heavy and out of balance, sometimes it's just easy to go to those feelings. Just go to the gym, transmute it, and then you're gonna feel like, on top of the world, on point. You feel clear, concise. Now level up with that and do the steps that you need to do. If you have anger show up, say you're a mean person and you don't mean to be and you do want to show up better, sometimes you show up mean. That's all right. Address it. It's just because you're out of balance with the thinking, your lower perspective. Anger. Are you projecting meanness and anger and all that to people? That energy, sadness, depression, fear? Are you projecting that, or are you addressing it within? Why do I feel like this today? Well, maybe I need to take care of myself. Maybe I don't need to be in that relationship. It's draining me. So these are the types of strength and mindset shifts and energy shifts that you're going to do to get the strength to walk away from things that don't serve you. It's hard to walk away when you don't feel strong inside. Don't matter what your muscles are. Doesn't matter how big your muscles are. So you want to address, well, hey, I am showing up angry and mean. Why? Why don't I feel good? What's going on in my mind? Am I feeling lack and limited? Am I depleted? Am I overdoing it? Do I just need to ask for help and let go of my pride? Women have to deal with pride too. Some, will want to do it by yourself. You want to achieve it by yourself. You're independent. But independence comes with actually asking for help and teamwork too, and guidance. It's just you don't want to depend on that. It's okay to ask for help and guidance. Okay? It's okay to say, you know what? I do need that wisdom today. It doesn't feel good sometimes. Sometimes it takes you a little bit to build that up. To get to that point to want to change, that's okay. Each change that you make, you're going to have the vision. Just take your time and be patient as you address it. If anxiety comes up, muscles ain't helping that, medicine isn't. What's it telling you? Hey, is your mind in the right place? Are you thinking bad? Are you thinking low vibes? If you're not thinking very good about people, about yourself, refocus. Refocus and shift. It's hard. Because sometimes you get so much bad stuff in your life that you constantly think about it and you don't even mean to. You're like, oh my gosh, okay, I gotta focus on actually, there are good people out there. But I don't really actually focus on that. I'm always focused on everything that's bad happening because it keeps happening, because you gotta shift your focus. So don't project that onto people, address it within you. Hey, okay, I do wish my ex love and peace and happiness and compassion on her lessons, on his lessons. I do want that for them. That comes from unconditional love, because I know everybody's on different levels. Everybody is in different places in their life and learning different experiences and lessons. And you know what? Being on earth is actually hard. Being in an earth body. And I may be better at it than them. And I am grateful for that. I want to be humble. I don't want to think I'm better. I want to be humble about my gifts and the way that I am. And I want to show up better and let my past go. And really focus on believing that there are good people out there, because there are. There are, and you'll miss it because you're projecting and you're in the eyes of your past still, on maybe subconsciously and not consciously. You're not even realizing it until maybe right now. Okay, and that's why we got to spend time alone and silent time. Okay, even if you're in a relationship, you can still level up. If you want to be in that relationship, that's okay. As long as the relationship's leveling up with you, because it'll hold you back. The frequencies, that's how strong energy is. But do what resonates for you always. But if a relationship is draining you, it's always draining, it always feels heavy, and you don't feel like it's ever growing, you're going to have to build strength innerly and be able to walk away and choose yourself. Muscles don't do that. Your inner connection does to your true self. Your validation, the confirmation that your happiness and your heart is important. If you block your heart off, you'll get heart issues. It's physics. You can mix it with spiritual, the higher power, your soul, whatever you want to do, but it's the truth. If you don't listen to your heart, you block it off. So if you go to the gym all the time, keep that body on point, and block off your heart, is it helping? That's why we want to shift and say, hey, am I actually listening to my heart? Even if you think you're living in your dream life, but you're always chasing and wanting, listen to your heart. Does it tell you to sit and enjoy more? Does it tell you to enjoy your life? You don't have to overgive. The universe has got the community. The universe has got your support and help. A lot of men have lower back issues because they feel like they have to support everything. But if they know that they have silent support, and they know that they don't have to overgive and overdo it, they can pull back and say, it is important to take time for myself and not work all the time, to enjoy my life. Women too. Women usually harbor energy up here and stress. So we usually absorb people's problems because we're always over giving and wanting to help and fix, and because we know the answers. But if you're overgiving and all that, you're depleting you, you're not even taking your own advice. So when we actually pull back and take care of ourselves, you relieve all that energy up here, because your body can be on point and you still feel heavy. That's what we're learning today. We're learning to keep our body on point, our connection to our true self, our higher self. Know that that's real. That's not crazy. That actually exists. Test it. Listen to your heart, your intuition. You know deep down that's true. Some people ignore it, block that off. You get health issues for that too. You block off your higher powers and your abilities and listening to your higher self on what you need to be doing, you'll get health issues. That's why we want to keep that connection clear, which is you guys are already on point. You already got your body on point. Now take it a step further. Sit with yourself. Don't be scared of the emotions that come up. I don't care if they're anger, sadness, loneliness, you're afraid to be alone. It's all right. Sit with it. What's it saying? You're in pain. Your heart hurts. Whatever it is. Really address and sit with that and say, hey, I'm actually not scared. I'm going to dissolve. I'm going to dissolve these emotions. I'm going to try to understand my thinking, the way I feel. And when I'm connected to my true self, I can hear myself. I can go for what I want. I know when I meet my soulmate. I know when she's the one. I know just because everything bad has happened to me, I still know I'm going to meet my soulmate. I'm going to align with that energy, because I don't want to show up heavy, wanting that person to fill that void. I want to do that by myself. I just didn't realize I was supposed to be doing that. Or maybe, it's just time I need to take accountability. Maybe it's time for me to stop blocking that off and really address it and say, hey, do I have the confidence and the energy and the drive and the way that I'm showing up? Am I ready for my soulmate? Am I ready to give that person equal give and take? Am I ready to break through my fears and go for the life that I really want? Simple, light, whatever it is, whatever resonates for you. But when we do community service and we're in this type of work, we don't want to overgive. If you're just focused on living a simple life for yourself, that's okay. You don't want to overly focus on yourself, though. You do want to do other things. You know what I mean? Live a balanced life. You don't want to just be a hermit the whole time. You're not going to learn anything from just being by yourself the whole time. So when I say when we're being alone and we're transforming, that doesn't mean all the time. That just means most of the time, especially at first. And then you're going to learn how to show up, keep your vibration stable, and your body on point. People aren't going to throw you off. So say your body's on point and you lose all your money. Well, how is your muscles going to help you through this obstacle? If you know the wisdom, you're going to be like, I don't care. I'll manifest more. You think bigger. You're not fear about losing anything. You're not fear about losing your business. If it doesn't work out, okay, I'll do something else. You're dissolving that fear. You're dissolving the doubts that come up about the unknown, about where you're going. You don't want to want and chase, because that feels heavy if you just sit and think about that stuff. You want to, if there's feelings going through your body that feel heavy, okay, I'm going to sit and dissolve them. I'm going to sit with myself, dissolve, and show up. So I think about the steps that I need to take for whatever I'm going for. And I know in my heart that it's right, because I'm listening to myself now and I'm meditating, I'm slowing down. That's why like yoga and Tai Chi is important to mix into your routine and maybe mix it up. Think about it. It's uncomfortable learning new stuff, but it's really fun because it helps you slow down and connect. Okay. And then it helps you actually build other parts of your muscles and stuff. So it's actually like a triple effect. Just think about it. But meditation is important, and breath work, because you're transmuting energy. It's not just about breath work. But when you do those things, it helps you stay connected and keep that light body so you can listen to your heart and take the steps that you need to, even if you don't feel brave. That's part of the journey. Even if you have fear about what you're supposed to be doing next, about the unknown, about leveling up, that's okay. That's a part of it. But when you take the steps that you need to do, you dissolve that stuff. You dissolve it. It helps you shift, and it helps you get stronger every day. It helps you get better. You're not going to be perfect. It's just all about evolving and willing to show up and grow. Be excited every day about growing innerly, because your outside will just match the inner world. That's what you're trying to master. That's my biggest message today. You want to master your inner world so that your outer world matches it. And so when things happen in the outer world, they don't control your inner world. You do. You control everything. So when something happens, it doesn't throw you off. You know how to address it. You know how to show up strong, stay stable, and confident in your vibration so that you can show up for your family, your friends, your work, your relationship as a partner. When you're all chaotic in the inner world, everything's controlling you on the outside world. It doesn't feel good. That's where you're wanting to take your power back. That's where it's at. That's where the deep stuff is, okay? But it's okay to address that you feel those low vibrations and that you need to transmute them. That's part of the journey. Don't be judgmental or, scared about it. If you're scared about what people think, drop that. They will hold you back. Just because people think a certain way and they're at a certain level doesn't mean that you take that upon you. You show up and say, hey, this is what's right for me. I know you don't understand it, but this is what's right for me. The steps that you're taking, the boundaries that you make for your peace, because a lot of people may not have that ability to receive and be receptive to grow and learn, and being around them when they're resistant, that's okay. You just have to leave them alone though. But it's important that we respect boundaries, and we respect people, and we have manners, and we show up respectful for not only ourselves but for others. Especially projecting when we don't feel good. If you are looking at something, a situation, and it doesn't feel good, it feels heavy, all you got to do is say, hey, I need to shift. And then you're stepping into your power, your superpowers, okay, your abilities. And then you're really going to find out more about yourself and your abilities and who you really are and why you went through all those experiences. They built you. They built who you are, and you're different. You bring a different gift to the table, and it's important that you know that. But if you already have the discipline to keep your body on point, you're ready to level up on your inner world. And it's easy to judge when I see all these people, they have these good bodies, but when we are leveling up our frequency and we're going through tests and we're presented these illusions, some people, as they're leveling up, we got to use discernment where they're at too. So, if people are portraying all their physical all the time, their bodies, but their energy isn't on point, that's a test that you have to know. So say your body's on point and your energy's on point. Now you're at another level. Now you're going to be getting tests from your old life to see if you'll stay in alignment about, hey, can you read energy? Because when you level up, you're going to be reading energy. You'll be sensitive. And you're going to say, hey, that person isn't showing up on point. So you're going to have to, tell them no. That's not your life anymore. It doesn't resonate with you anymore. I'm a lady. I'm a gentleman. And I was like that, and I understand that, and that's why I had to go through all that stuff. That's why I had to go through all those experiences and transmute all that energy and understand. so that I can look at people with compassion, but also use discernment for who I want to align with, be in my life, and what kind of life I want to live. And make sure I'm strong enough to put my boundaries up. It takes inner strength to have boundaries and to communicate your emotions and the way that you are and feel. That's what you're building. Through all this is what you're building. Then you can show up and say, hey, this is how I feel. It is very uncomfortable. Even for me. Sometimes it's easier just to not say anything. But when I know I need to say something, I know it's very uncomfortable. Just, you got to do it. It doesn't matter how they react. That's another level. Don't allow people's reactions to affect your vibration. It's okay they think like that. Doesn't mean you have to. It's okay they show up like that. Doesn't mean you have to. Do you show up respectful? How's your image? Well, it was like this, but I want to show up more respectful. I want to align with, more of a higher frequency, in the best version of myself and for my soulmate, because I want that person to show up like that. If they are showing up like this, that would probably jap me out. It freaks me out. You know what I mean? Or gives you anxiety. It's because it's not aligned with your higher self. So, for example, I see a lot of people, out on Facebook, and they're always, taking their shirt off and they have their bathing suits on. I personally don't do that. It doesn't resonate for me. That doesn't mean that it's wrong for anybody else. I'm just saying, for me, it doesn't resonate for me. It makes my belly hurt. I don't do that, but that doesn't mean it's wrong for anybody else. But when I see that, it just doesn't align with me. That's just not what I want. If my soulmate's out there taking his shirt off on Facebook, it just throws me off. Like, if I see somebody, it's just not in alignment with me, I'm like, oh, that's not my soulmate. That's not the person that is in alignment with me. It doesn't mean I'm judging them. It just means they're growing and learning, and I give them so much love and compassion on who they are and their journey and how they want to show up. I don't care. It's just, I just want to show up a certain way. So you decide how you want to show up with your self-image. It doesn't matter. I'm just giving you an example. Just because I want something and what I want doesn't mean that's what you want. I was just giving you an example about, I just don't want you to I don't want to make sure I'm not judging or, making sure that feels heavy. But I want to make sure that, you want to change just because I said that. If that feels like it resonates and you feel awesome about doing it, that's okay. I do it. It's just, for me, I personally choose how I want to show up, and I choose how to show up better. So last year I showed up a certain way. This year I want to show up a certain way. So I keep constantly growing and evolving. And I know, in my future, how I'm probably going to show up. I'm just not ready for that yet. I'll show up like that later. So it's okay. So show up however you want. Just be mindful of how you are showing up with your self-image and your energy. So we went over the energy and physical. So with your body, your beautiful body, and you can show up in a bathing suit and still be a lady and humble. And with your shirt off as a guy, you can still show up as a gentleman. It's just the energy that you're portraying behind scenes. Okay, so if you're showing up and you're in heavy energy and in this low mindset, a very small mindset, and you're slow and you're showing up with your shirt off, you'll be throwing out illusions, and people need to use discernment on that. Say, hey, this person's showing up like that. That's not the person that I want to align with. They're heavy. They're making me feel anxious and making my belly throw off. And it's not because just their image. It's because of the energy that they're bringing to the table. So just be aware of it. Because you have a blessing that you have discipline and self-focus. Focus is a human's greatest power. And you want to be the best version of yourself, whatever resonates for you. But check how you are with your inner world. How are you showing up? Are you showing up heavy or light? Projecting victim mode? How are you showing up? Just close your eyes, take a minute if you can, see how it feels in the inner world. It might feel so chaotic, you're like, yeah, I need to regulate that. That's okay. It may feel pretty calm and you just still need to shift and master other frequencies. That's okay. You want to show up more soft and loving, even as a man, and kind, using your manners, being a gentleman. As a woman, you want to show up as a lady and be kind and beautiful from the inside, and light and flowing. We want to flow. We want to bring light and flow to the table, and compassion. And we just see what everybody's at. That's okay. We're just learning, all of us observing, but we're staying in our own bubble. We have our own inner world all managed and regulated, and it feels amazing. We already feel full, complete, and whole, and we're working on that. And when we don't, we know how to just fill ourselves back up. That way we can show up in balance for the world, for our work, our dream life, the person that we want to go for. Just growing and evolving. We're not judging ourselves. We're just seeing, hey, is there any adjustments that I need to do to my inner world? And then when you do that, you're going to want to make adjustments to the outer world. That's all I'm saying. So even clothes, you might want to stop wearing black, start wearing colors, because it's higher vibration. Okay, your eating may be on point too. That is so awesome. So you have great things on point. You just need to adjust the thinking, the shifting the mindset, thinking bigger. If you think small and you're high speed, think bigger and calm your inner world and channel that high speedness. That's why you're always wanting chasing. If you're high speed, that's okay. Channel that. Pull back. Okay, take breaks. You don't have to always be go, 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 go. Okay, take care of yourself. Spend time with yourself, because you don't want to lose yourself in any role or any connection, especially when you show up for that partner. You don't want to lose yourself because you got your inner world regulated, your vibrations on point, you're on point, and you have learned lessons, addressed them, transmuted, and you're showing up fully within yourself. Not perfect, just fully you. If you're willing to grow and evolve, that's awesome. Okay, that's a great frequency. The people who are resistant and stubborn and prideful, and they just don't want to shift out of those low mindset views and being, having those very narrow mindsets, that's the people that don't feel good. The people that want to grow and that are willing, those people feel good. Okay, so level up your life if this resonates for you. No judgment if it doesn't. If you want to stay on level 1, just focus on the physical, that's okay. Okay, no judgment. But if you're ready to shift, level up even further in your life and really keep transforming and evolving, start working on the inner world, shifting the way you think, and it'll automatically shift the way you feel. Take action, listen. You have the vision. You're listening to your heart. You have the thoughts. You know what you need to do. Your intuition's pushing you. Now take the action. Whether it's, thoughts, the way you're feeling, work life, or the person that you want. Okay? Be confident and show up. You don't have to show up perfect. Communicate though. And then you're going to learn how to communicate. You're going to learn how to express yourself in a higher version. So that's what you're learning. You're learning how to express who you truly are once you figure it out. And you can do it along the way. You don't have to judge yourself because you've been expressing the wrong way. Who cares? Adjust. That's what's badass, is when you're like, nah, I want to adjust that. That's badass. Okay? So adjust and say, no, I want to do this. I want to show up like this. I want to think bigger and better and more with love, even if I'm a man. I want to soften up, learn that, even if it's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I want to forgive my ex, if it's uncomfortable. Forgive yourself first. You're the one that chose to be in that situation. You have free will, so take an accountability. for all of the way you think and feel in your actions. Full accountability. But no, everybody has their journey, their karma. Divine's got them. Okay, when bad stuff happens, they gotta learn their lessons. You just want to wish them compassion and love. That feels so light and good. Some people are friends with their exes. That's great. It's not romantic in any way. That is healthy. Not like talking to them every day, but they're just friends. Who cares? That's great. That's a great connection. If you have trust issues, you need to work on that. That's another thing. Check your trust issues. Okay? If you go through a loss, that's another thing you can transmute in the gym, but you got to shift your perspective, not hold it in and not listen to those emotions. A soul always picks when they leave. Let them pick when they leave. Be happy for them on their next journey, whether it's physical or in the spiritual realm. It doesn't matter. There's where your faith comes in. Build that faith. It was why those experiences happen in your life, to build lessons internally, because that's what you get to take up there is your soul evolution. The physical's irrelevant. So be willing to be physically broke if you have to go for your dreams. I'm guaranteed the universe will have your back. But you have to be willing to be physically broke because it's too much noise. You'll lose your focus, and there's a reason why sometimes we're physically broke. Okay? So it's good. I want you to shift your perspective on lack mindsets, bigger mindsets, if that resonates for you. Okay? If you want to go to the next level and step out of level 1. All right? Just take a deep breath. It's not about breath work. Everybody's talking about breath work and all the physical. It's about transmitting energy. Okay? It really is. It's all about transmitting the heaviness out, and then it helps shift you to connect and then take action on what you need to do. The thoughts that you are having, the visions, your heart, all of that's real. Taking care of yourself, not overgiving, that's real. Validate that. Pull back. Going to the gym overly too much. You're overdoing it. Don't do that. Pull back. You don't need to overdo it at the gym. You'll get burned out. I mean, maybe you'll stop working out in 10 years. I don't know. I'm just telling you, don't want to overdo it. You want to nice and balance, even with your inner work, okay? If you're shifting, okay, and it's taking you a while, it's all right. Don't be scared of your anger, your anxiety, frustration, your bad feelings you're having. Don't be scared of them. It's all right. It's okay. It's part of being human. It's the experience, the fear, the worry about what everybody else thinks when you express yourself. If you feel good to express yourself and you feel like it's what you need to express, go ahead and do it. It's uncomfortable to express yourself, but if you know it's right, you want to, then do it. Okay? Whether it's boundaries, just telling someone, hey, I need alone time, whether it's telling someone this relationship's not working out for me, whether it's leaving the job and saying, you know what, I gotta leave. It's just, that's not working out for me. I'm going to jump into the unknown. Do whatever resonates for you, but take action and listen to your inner world. Really start listening, adjusting, have fun with it, enjoy, no judgment, forgive. We be patient, we love, we show up light, peaceful. When we feel heavy, we're conscious of it now, and we're learning how to adjust and become light, because we want to keep our vibration high, and you have to have lightness energy to keep your vibes high, okay? So you're going to have to master the frequencies of love and peace and all that. That's okay. Confidence, real strength. Real strength's not from your muscles. That's what I'm talking about right now. It's addressing your emotions, being able to communicate and express them when you should, and hold and keep it to yourself when you shouldn't. If you shouldn't tell anybody anything and it's just feeding their energy and, they're not receptive, pull back and learn to keep moving forward though. You don't have to hold back on you. You don't address that energy anymore. You don't feed it and you keep going. Okay? So yeah, when we're going to the gym, those doubts and the fear and all that, it's just easier to dissolve when our body's on point. So you guys are already in a great position. Okay? Just take it a step further if you are ready, whenever you're ready. So be patient with your journey and your goals and the steps that you take, leveling up your inner world and your energy. I'll see you next video.